Are you taking the time to really leverage your customer reviews? And really, by leveraging, I mean taking the opportunity to really build trust with other customers with that review. If you're a handmade artisan selling online, you're in the right place. This is the Handmade Daily, which is Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And it's really designed to simplify and amplify your journey with selling online. My name's Lena, and I'm the very proud owner of madeit.com.au, where we have over 900 Australian artisans selling through the platform. Customer reviews are something that you want to make sure that you're really asking for on all occasions, and especially when we're talking about selling online, whether you're selling through Made It, where we automate that all for you, or you've got your own website. If you've got your own website, you want to make sure that you've got a plugin to be able to collect those reviews as well. And just to give you a bit of context about what you'd want to set up there, you'd want to make sure that you're setting up an automation to ask the customers to place a review. And as far as time-wise, as to when you would actually have that automation go out, you want to think about what's the time that it takes for you to fulfill an order, send an order out, and generally for a customer to get it. Look, we use 10 days, not 10 business days, 10 days, and it sort of allows for a bit of a weekend in between as well for your orders to get out to customers, because the idea is with capturing that review, you want to kind of get it while it's fresh, right? They're like, I've just received the product, I'm loving it. They're on that real high, endorphin high of having done the unboxing and the unwrapping. Maybe they've taken a photo to share with other friends so that they can also upload that with the review. But when customers are sharing that, there's a few things that you want to keep in mind. If you've got the functionality within your own website to reply to the customer, always do that, because it's really acknowledging the customer and saying, hey, I see you. And if you can't do it through your website, like through the platform that you're using for reviews, then make sure you message the customer directly. You know, if you're a handmade artisan, then the volume of orders that you're getting means that it's really just a beautiful add-on that you can contact the customer directly. Same with if you're selling through Made It and you receive a review. What a great opportunity to send the customer a direct message and say, hey, I just read your review and thank you so much. You've absolutely made my day. And I'm going to talk to you about a couple of other ways that you can do that as well to really evolve on from that. So that's the first part, right? We want to really acknowledge the customer first and foremost, because that's starting to feed into the idea and the story of them becoming a repeat and valued customer, that's the game with selling online. That's the mission. It's getting those customers that will keep coming back again and again and again with you, right? But the other aspect is it's like, well, how could you utilize those reviews to create trust? Because one of the biggest things with customers buying online, and you would know this yourself, right? When was the last time that you bought from a website that you weren't familiar with? And you kind of get on there and you're like, I don't know who they are. How do I trust them? And one of the first places that we all go to is that we jump into the reviews and go, well, hold on, I want to find out what other people think. And, I had a friend of mine used to do this years ago, that instead of just reading the 5 stars, she'd go through and read some of the 3 stars, right? So that she could get an idea for what might possibly go wrong with the experience. So this is where for you, of course, it's going to be showing up in your Made It store or on your website, but it's like, how can I take those reviews and share them in a different context to really be able to leverage that trust and that experience? And one of the best ways to do this is in sharing it through your social media. Now, let's just take Instagram as an example. There's a few different spots that you could share this. I think first and foremost as a post, because if we're looking at your main grid, which is the main images that will show up when someone visits your Instagram page, that's a great way, because you want to make it very visual, right? And having the 5 stars is the first bit, right? Because straight away, we're all trained to just see 5 stars. We may not even read it, but subconsciously we've kind of taken it in to go, this is a verified artisan, and straight away someone's had a great experience with them. But I guess the sort of format that I like to follow, just as a general, right, but it gives you an idea. You want to have the 5 stars very visible, hold your phone right back and say, can I still see the 5 stars? You want to have a portion of the review written out in a font that's big enough to read just in the graphics. And ideally you'd have either a photo of the product or a photo of the person, even better, in that post as well. And then in the copy for that post, you can actually write out the full review and really acknowledge that person, but also say, these reviews really make it all worthwhile for my business. Those true and genuine sentiments that we all know as handmade artisans. When we get that acknowledgement, it really elevates the way that we're able to show up in our business. Now, a few different ways that you could do this. Let's say if you've got a bit more of a cheeky brand, or, this might just be your style. And Jo did this with me from Fat Cat Originals when I bought one of her mystery boxes of earrings, which I'm obsessed with. But she actually sent me a message on Instagram. Well, she sent me first direct message through Made It, which was literally like a little gif of her dancing and going, "You've just made my day. Thank you so much." And I was like, oh, I love that. But, if you've got a relationship with the person that's bought from you, you can also do this in social media. So that might be literally that you're doing a reel and you're doing a dance and you're going, "Thanks so much to Jane for purchasing this order." And you might be able to tag their account and do that as a collaboration as well. And again, that's going to go onto their profile if they accept. But it's really feeding all into the game of building trust and building connection with your customers. So what do you do? Well, when was the last time that you shared your customer reviews? Or maybe you haven't and this is your prompt. But tell me down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you could subscribe to the channel and share this video with one of your creative artisan friends as well. So thanks so much. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon for the Handmade Daily. Bye.